Hi guys, today I'm back with another video. I'm going to be showing you guys acrylic application and how I pick up my acrylic beads. Stay tuned. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about liquid to bead ratio, and also I'm going to be showing you guys one or two nails on acrylic application. The first thing I wanted to show you guys is my monomer. This monomer here is brand from the store that I purchased at. So it's really not like a specific brand. It's just called VNS because I shop at Valley Nail Supply. So I'm guessing they have their own brand. This one here, it dries faster. So I like it because I do work a little fast. So usually what I like to do is either I buy dental bibs, and the dental bibs, they're kind of aligned with like a little plastic, so nothing goes through the bib, okay? They have like a little plastic here in the back. I don't know if you can see. That way, whenever you wipe down your brush, everything stays trapped into the bib. Also, what you can do is, I like to get like a Ziploc bag. And on the Ziploc bag, I place the napkins that I use, which is Viva napkins or automotive napkins, the blue ones. And whenever you wipe down, it's got that protective plastic so that nothing goes through. And then you can just throw the plastic right in there. I mean the dirty napkin right into your plastic bag. And then you can zip this up and put this in your trash can. If you're a beginner, I don't recommend that you get a fast drying liquid. It's easier if you work with a liquid that doesn't settle so quickly or dry so quickly. So make sure that you check with your local nail supply before you purchase. I like to make sure my monomer is clean for every application. For every new person that sits in my chair, I make sure to have a brand new, fresh, poured monomer. I'm gonna go ahead and pour in my monomer. So we can start with the beads. Anyway, so this is my powder, and this one is from EasyFlow, which is the brand that I prefer to use. But at the moment, like I said, I don't have any liquid of EasyFlow. I only have the powder. So here we go. I'm gonna show you guys how I pick up my bead. Before anything, I like to clean my brush with acetone. I do this before and after every application, so I make sure that my brush is super clean. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pick up my bead now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure my brush is very well saturated. And then I'm going to remove the monomer from one side of the brush only. The side that I'm going to pick up the powder with is this side where it still didn't get wiped down. And then what I like to do is go in there and press down like 3 times. Just press down. 1, 2, 3. And then you should have a good bead like that. Right? Now, if your brush is too dry, for example, if I take off the liquid from this side and then again from this side and then again from this side, when you go to dip it in, you're going to have a very dry bead, okay? And then when you go to set it down, it's going to be very hard to move it around, okay? Or you can also do it too wet, which is you dry your brush very little. So then that's going to cause it to be drippy. See that, how it's kind of like dripping off the side? How I like to pick it up is I wipe it down from one side. I give it 3 pumps in the powder, and there's your bead. I like to start off with bead number 1 towards the free edge, and then bead number 2 here in the middle, and then bead number 3, a smaller bead here in the cuticle area. Okay guys, so here I go with bead number 1. And what I like to do is I like to put it here, and then I kind of like spread it sideways from side to side, and then I drag it down, okay? I use the belly of my brush to drag it down. And always make sure your brush is very, very well saturated with liquid, or else you're not going to be able to drag that bead down. Next, I'm going to do bead number 2, and that one goes like towards the middle area. I'm going to go ahead and put it here. I'm going to spread it side to side. Make sure it's on there evenly. And then I'm going to drag it down again and blend it into the first bead. Okay, next I'm going to go in with bead number 3. And when I do this method, it usually builds the apex on its own. I like to stay away from the cuticle and kind of like work my product back without touching the cuticle. And then again, like I did the first time, drag your product down to blend it into your other beads. I always like to clean up the sides, make sure that nothing is touching your cuticles. That way you won't have any lifting. And then of course over here towards the back, I like to keep tapping it so that the product can be very flush to your nail, your natural nail. And just keep working with it until you like what it looks like. I don't like my apex is super, super high either, or super, super thick. I think that's a good enough apex. Okay, so a lot of you guys don't know exactly what an apex is. So an apex is like the highest point of the nail, which is in this area, which is the stress area. So you got to make sure to add a little bit more product in this area. You don't have to add too much. I've seen some girls that have like this huge hump and done nails for many, many years, and I have no lifting with this type of apex. If you want to put more, that's just up to you. That's the way you apply nails. I'm showing you the way I apply nails, and I don't like my apex to be too high. It's also the concentration of product in the middle here, and also in the middle going like long ways. So it should be a higher bulge in the middle and kind of like thinner to the sides. Your nail shouldn't be too thick either. Like 2 credit cards of thickness would be like ideal. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clean my brush so that I can put it away. Make sure to not forget to clean your brush, because if you did have any acrylic that stayed stuck on there, you are going to ruin your brush. And guys, I've ruined so many brushes, it's not even funny. Until I figured out that cleaning my brush before and after every service. I've had this brush already for over a year and it's perfectly fine. My bristles are very, very soft. And this brush is a Kolinsky. I think it's brand Pana or something like that, P-A-N-A, and it's a size 8. Also, if you guys are interested in any of the products that I'm using today, I'm going to go ahead and link them down below so that if you guys want to go and buy them, you guys can go ahead and go buy them. If I don't find the actual link to where you can purchase it, I will provide the name either way. Okay, so I'm done with this, and I don't want it to continue smelling here in my studio. So I'm going to go ahead and put it into this baggie. I'm going to go ahead and zip it up, okay? Zip it up and put it in the trash, and that will keep your salon from smelling so much. So I don't know if you guys can see, but I stayed away from my cuticle area. Do you see where the acrylic is separated from my cuticle, and you can still see some of the natural nail? That is the goal, guys. If you guys are touching that acrylic to your cuticle, you're gonna have lifting, guys. So make sure that your goal is to stay away from your cuticle and just kind of like push the product back, but still don't touch any of this. And always clean your sides off right here with your brush before you finish. That way when you go to file, you're not hurting the client's skin. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and file it. This file here is like a 100 over 100, I believe. And what I like to do first is I like to unglue the nails from here from the side, or remove the acrylic from the skin. And then I like to just go up and down, and these are going to be like a tapered square. So I kind of go in the direction of the taper square. And then on this side too. And then I like to file with my file flat onto the squared surface of the nail, and just go up and down. And then I like to file like on this area of the nail. I like to make it like, so do you see what I mean? I just made it like thin from here, from these sides, and like all the product is in the middle when you look at it like this. So it's thin from here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and file my cuticle area to seal the cuticle with my medium carbide bit. And I'm just gonna use it at a very low speed. And I don't have to worry because, like I said, my cuticle is far away from the product. So I'm just gonna go and seal it around to make sure that there's no lifting later. So I had to move my bit a little bit further out because my nail is a little bit long. Remember, the smoother your application is when you apply your acrylic, you won't have to file so much. So make sure you guys are applying it smoothly. And practice, guys. Practice makes perfect. So don't think that you're going to be able to do it the first few times just by looking at someone's video. You guys have to practice. If you don't practice, you're never going to be able to do it. And I know that by experience, guys. So I am going to have a whole nother video on nail filing, but I always like to file flat against the nail. Okay, don't be inclining your drill like this, because if you do that, you're going to cause like ridges, or you're going to cause like lines on your acrylic. So always make sure to file flat. Oh yeah, guys, before I wash it, I want to show you guys how to buff the nail for a super smooth application. Hold on. And this is a super cool hack, guys. I get some acetone and I put it all over the nail, just at the top, not at the bottom. Okay. And then while the nail is still wet, you're going to go with your buffer and you're going to buff it all out completely. While the nail is still wet, guys. And don't forget to buff your nail from underneath just a little bit. They won't be so sharp. And go in the direction that your shape is, because if not, you will file off those corners and it will no longer look squared or coffin or whatever your shape is. Always make sure you go in the direction of your shape. Okay, so if you guys were wondering what was the whole point of the acetone on top of the nail before I buffed, is it just that it makes it super, super soft, super smooth. And so when you're going to apply your gel polish or your regular nail polish, it's going to be like a super smooth application. No lines, no bumps, no ridges. Okay, I'm going to be using this super pretty color from Model Ones. It's like a very deep purple, so you guys can see the color. And also I wanted to show you guys how, if you guys can see my cuticle area, how none of it is touching my skin, and it's super flush to the nail. Also, one more thing, guys, it's super important that you wash your hands with a degreaser soap. Make sure you don't use anything like from Bath and Body Works or something that has lotions. You can use that afterwards, but before you polish, you shouldn't use anything that has creams or oils. So I'm going to go ahead and polish my nail. I will have another video on how to polish gel polish. But guys, look, you can already see the super smooth color where there's no lines, no ridges. And this is like a beautiful, gorgeous color. All of their polishes are really nice, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and link them down below. And I think I also have like a code where you can get a discount if you use my code. Okay guys, so I went ahead and polished this off of camera, and I already gelled it with the top coat. So I want you guys to see how super smooth this application is. And I also want you to see that it is not touching my cuticle at all. It is very well sealed. It also has this little apex. It's very well shaped. And that's it, guys. That's it for this video. I'm gonna be making videos on everything nails, like I told you guys. I'm gonna show you guys how to do gel polish, how to file correctly, what nail file is the best, your drills, brushes, all that stuff. I'm also gonna include like press on nails and gel X nails, the new gel extensions that one of the brands is called Gel X. I know Kiara Sky has a few of them, but I'm gonna be showing you guys everything: nails, ombre, marble colors, all of that stuff. So I'm gonna do the basics first, so stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and make sure that you guys give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to go and watch the nail prep video so you guys know exactly how to do this nail correctly. Thanks again, everyone. Bye.